So, this is a pretty big deal, right? A judge just threw out the official summary of a ballot question that would restore abortion rights in Missouri.
It is a big deal. It's a huge win for the pro-choice movement in Missouri. The judge found that the Secretary of State's summary was misleading and inaccurate, which could have really swayed voters.
This is a really important story, and I think it's going to be a big part of the 2024 election. It's a reminder that the fight for reproductive rights is far from over.
Absolutely. This is just one battle in a much larger war. But it's a battle that we have to keep fighting, and we have to keep speaking out for the rights of all women.
I think it's important to remember that this isn't just about abortion. It's about women having control over their own bodies and their own lives. It's about equality and justice.
You're absolutely right. It's about so much more than just abortion. It's about women being able to make their own choices about their health, their families, and their futures. It's about women being treated as equals.
I'm glad that this judge is standing up for what's right. It's a victory for women in Missouri, and it's a victory for all of us who believe in reproductive freedom.
Me too. It's a reminder that we can make a difference, even in the face of powerful opposition. We just have to keep fighting for what we believe in.
I'm hopeful that this is just the beginning of a larger movement to restore abortion rights across the country.
I'm hopeful too. We've seen a lot of progress in recent years, and I think we're going to see even more progress in the years to come. We just have to keep fighting for what's right.
Yeah. The Secretary of State, who is an anti-abortion politician, tried to make it sound like the amendment would allow abortions at any time during pregnancy, without any restrictions, but that's not true, right?
Exactly. The amendment actually says that the government can't deny or infringe on a person's right to reproductive freedom, which includes abortion. But it also says that the government can still regulate abortion after fetal viability, which is when a fetus can survive outside the womb.
So, it's not a complete free-for-all, but it does give women more control over their own bodies and reproductive health.
That's right. It's a compromise, but it's a significant step forward for reproductive rights in Missouri. It's important to remember that this is just one state, but it could have a ripple effect on other states that are considering similar ballot measures.
I'm curious, what do you think the chances are of this amendment actually passing in November?
It's hard to say for sure. Missouri is a pretty conservative state, but there's been a lot of public support for abortion rights since Roe v. Wade was overturned. I think it's going to be a close race, but I'm hopeful that the amendment will pass.
I agree. It's definitely a close race, but I think the momentum is on the side of the pro-choice movement. People are tired of politicians trying to control their bodies and their lives.
I think you're right. People are becoming more and more aware of the importance of reproductive rights, and they're not going to stand for politicians trying to take them away.